Hi everybody, Brett back out to Tool Scale Modeling with another Sprue review. Today we're going to look at Takom's new 135 Sd.Kfz.250/1. Beautiful new kit, Takom. As most of you know, I usually have 3 builds on the go. 1 armor, 1 automobile, and 1 aircraft. I haven't done armor for a while, so this is going to be my next build. So I'll be updating you on it as I go. But first, let's take a look at this fine kit. You got a bonus figure by Jason, sculpted by him. Always a good sign. This is kit number 2184. All hatches can be open or closed. Detailed static display model, workable tracks, PE and clear parts, suspension movable, 4 types of markings, figure included. A couple of pictures of the 2 schemes you got. This side, sprue map, and inside the kit we have, look, an easy to open box. Still going to sit flat. There we go. So we've got 2 figure, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tracks, instructions, and details. All right. Let us start with the hull, the lower hull, in a Ziploc bag. Lower hull is beautiful. You can see the Takom 2024 and the kit number. Obviously you're not going to see that, so ejector pin marks don't matter. What does matter is beautiful detail on the side. This, of course, isn't a very big kit. Detail on the bottom, other side, the back. So, good looking plastic to start with. It is flat, like it should be. No warpage there. Put it back in its special Ziploc bag. And we'll move on to the upper part of the hull, or the body. 2 sprues in this bag. So, very good detail. Got one of these big old fat, 2 of them. They just pop right off. So, what you got here, very nicely detailed side panels. The top, again, raised rivets where the gun's gonna go. Open for the hatches, get your hinges. Over here, again, some more of the side panels. More of those big fat where it was attached. Up here you got a little bit of detail underneath. And a bunch of ejector pin marks, which hopefully you won't see. Same on these side panels. Well, here you don't really have any ejector pin marks, although you got these big attachment points, or ejector pin points. They're in a place you won't see them here. Oops, sorry. Here, it all looks very good. Next sprue in this bag. Some more of the body parts. Hatches. Front armored windscreen. Back doors to close over the glass. More hatches. Oops. We're doing a lot of these on this kit. So the top or the bottom of a box. Other side of that hatch there. very nice. Very crisply detailed. This is the back side. Remember, you got one big fat one there and a couple of them there that you may or may not see. But there's none inside of this panel or this panel, which is nice because you want the hatch open. All right, next we have an engine sprue. As most of you subscribers know who've been around for a long time, or those of you who've seen me on live shows know, I like engine detail. So, Sprue D is your engine sprue. Valve cover, block, transmission, radiator. Nope, not a radiator, but there's your fan shroud at the other end of your block. Exhaust manifold. Bunch of greatly detailed parts for the engine. A fan belt. Hoses, fan, fan looks very nice. These are slide molded, as you can see. Bunch of tiny little parts. You can see very tiny. Take your time cutting them off, or they're gonna ping away. Flip side, and flip side of the slide molded parts is outstanding. There's the other side of the fan, back side of the belts, the pulleys. Looking good. Gonna build up to a nice engine. See, that's some hoses and some wiring. This has got some interior parts, some tools. Your shovel, your axe, some guns. There's like windshield frames, part of the mounting bracket for curving the guns, your steering wheel, some more slide molded parts, as you can see right there. So your steering wheel looks like seat backs. Bunch of really intricate parts. Your guns, which aren't slide molded. Your MGs. You just have to be careful taking off that end right there, and you'll have to drill your own hole in it. Curve on that is very nice right here. So there's that parts tree. Here we have us. It's like another seat, some radios, dashboard. I like how they got the buttons in there. Again, some very tiny parts. Radio, dashboard. I believe that's a bench seat, but we'll find out. Floor, nice raised diamond pattern. sprockets, springs, more transmission parts, tow hooks, tie rod, another gun without a hollowed out end, some more of your front suspension parts, headlights, again more slide molding. Very nice touch. Spring looks really good. Tow hooks look really good. The guns look good. It's just the barrel's not hollowed out. But the cooling jacket around there is cleared out nicely. So the inside of the sprocket's where the ejector pin marks are, so you shouldn't have a problem with those. This is Sprue C. We're actually getting close to the end. Here are some of the fun things that are included in this kit. You don't often get kits like this. You've got some tarps, some covers, some bed rolls, some more tarps, like a backpack maybe. Those painted up right, weathered right, good wash on them. Just show some great detail. Throw those on the fenders, on the side. I mean, even underneath it's pretty good. And these all the way around. And you got this one slide molded. And this one, you have another shovel, a tank, some more rolls, some more tarps. Obviously, one of those, the bigger ones, to cover, so you can cover up the whole back of the open-ended vehicle. But again, very, very nice. Great detail. And you got your figure by Jason. And he does great sculpting here. Here's your face, your arms, legs, torso, front and back. Great detail in that uniform. So he's kind of positionable. You can see the hat on the guy. And here is the top of his hat and the top of his head. Okay. And here, lastly, we have wheels and tracks and tires and rifles. So, the B Sprue there are two of. These are the kind of tires Takom make where you build them in layers. And then you drive wheels. Some rifles. Very good detail. Rifles. Looking really good. Check the other side because that was the mounting side. This is not. Back side of those look good. And then there's the back side of the tires. You may need to sand just to make sure they're flat. Here's the front side. The outer rim. These are the center, and this is the other outer rim. So two of those B Sprues. And then two track links. Very small, be very careful. Looks like the pads are separate from the tracks. Two Sprue A's. Cut them here and here, here. A little bit of cleanup, but just sit yourself in front of a movie, build some tracks. It'll be fun for you. All right. This fell off a sprue. Could either be part of a sprue attachment point or an oil filter. I'm gonna save it. Lastly is the bag of stuff. Instructions, decals, photo etch, clear parts. So, your photo etch, rear vents, no seat belts, various parts, covered on, protected on both sides by clear plastic. Clear parts, I'm not going to take them out because they're just going to be clear hatch panels, and they're going to be fine. Decals, we will look at. Very nice. Good quality. Got some stencil data. License plates, instrument gauges, some markings. Nice. Not a lot. It's not an aircraft. Those will be easy to handle. Put those away. And finally, we have our instructions. Nice little instruction book, Sd.Kfz.250/1. A little bit about it, freeze it, read it, see what it says, and let's get started. So, some warnings, some removing P directions, applying decals, another sprue mat like in the front. A little more out. And you're going to start with building up the interior, of course. Oops, look at that glare. And some more interior parts. And then you're going to start putting your wheels together. Making 6 of those. Here. Putting them on. Obviously, you may want to wait on that, depending on your painting practices. That is your call. Then you're going to be building up tracks, 38 pieces to a side. Doesn't look that hard. Some of you built tracks a lot harder than that. And you're beginning working on the front suspension. Against the says front wheels. C. More front split suspension, tow hooks, as you put the tires together. Like I said, they're laminated together. Trying to keep the glare off as much as I can. Then you can work on the engine. And as I said, there's no hoses or wiring. You can do that if you're going to display it. Working on the interior, dashboard, seats, putting everything in. Finishing up some engine parts, radiator, making sure your belts are right. Putting the floor in, that bench seat that I pointed out. You gotta drill some holes, so pay attention to that. Just keep building up, adding the parts. There's your guns. Your gun's mounted to the wall, your gun mounted to the front. This is showing you how things go around the engine. How things are going around the engine. And as you're putting all that stowage on it that I showed you. And it's got painting guides. There's your headlights. Your side panels with more stowage. Hopefully there's a paint ball at the back. I didn't see in the front. You're mounting your side panels, and then the stowage and the back door. Again, the back door can be open or closed. Dashboard, radios, various other parts. Because you're building up the top now. Then you've got your windows and your hatches, open or closed. You choose. There's a rack for mounting rifles. Again, putting more onto the top part of the hull. Building it up nicely. Adding that to the rest of it. Now, for painting, obviously stowage you're going to want to paint separately, but you could paint the whole thing and then hand paint the stowage, or leave the stowage off after you painted it, and then put the stowage on. Your call. Building up our little Jason figure. Putting the gun on the top. There are your covers. There's 3 different, use one at a time obviously, or one of them. 3 different depths of having it open or closed. And you're done. Because here is one of your marking options, German gray. Here's another marking option, German gray. And another one. What color is it? German gray. And another one, German gray. This shows you very nicely how to paint some of the interior parts. The seat backs and everything that's inside, your engine right here. That's a good touch. And I still haven't seen a color call out. Let me look. Did I just breeze right by it? Where's it on the box? Let me check the box. Nope, not on the box. Let me slowly go through this again. None there, none there. No, no, no. No. It is giving you A's, B's, and C's for painting, it looks like. For certain parts. Wouldn't that be a touch of irony? They actually give you color call-outs, but they don't give you a color guide to go with it. Well, sorry folks, I've been through this whole book and I do not see color callouts. But most of you are smart enough to figure it out. That's why you build. So anyway, here we go. Zoop. Zoop. Sd.Kfz.250 1/135th scale by Takom. My next armor build. And hopefully I can build along and show you guys what I'm doing. So, thanks for watching. Sit your ass at your bench, however you like. Build a model and enjoy your hobby. Bye for now.